Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Disco Elysium, where we have entered a new part of town, the fishing village, and we found Harry's car, or what's left of it anyway, and we found his badge, so I'll take the win in this situation. And it is getting kinda late, but I guess I will spend maybe a little bit more time just looking around a bit before we return to the Walling and Wrecks and finish day number 3. But yeah, there's something over here we can take a look at, so maybe let's start with that. Footprints in the snow, they lead away from the accident. So maybe Harry left these footprints when he crashed the car? Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Okay, it's Harry who left the footprints, clearly. Alright, what else do we got here? Oh yeah, there's more stuff going on here. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Okay. Oh, this is somewhere on the other side of this. Oh, quick travel unlocked. Oh, this may actually be useful, so I don't have to go all this way if I want to return here. Yeah, I think I have to go all the way around here to reach this side of the building. Oh, but we do have like some people over here as well. Look at that. A wetting stone well worn and covered in rust. Suliram, Suliram, Ram Ram. Also, what's written on that roof? Allez, vous-en? Well, it's French. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean in this context. Yeah, sure, I guess we can talk to these people here before we return. Let me have a quick look at all of this stuff first. It's locked tight. You can't see into the house from this angle. Inside, you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. It would be nice to be inside an actual warm place now. I mean, it's very late, it's dark, it's raining, it must be pretty cold. But apparently this lady is just sitting here outside. Washerwoman. The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran. Possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot sujunti.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Okay.
Then how does she know you're here?
I mean, maybe she heard us approaching? If you can't see, then how did you know I was here? Lean forward. Ooh, what if I don't want to? Yeah, how did you know I was here?
I still have a golden ear. Come, come.
She beckons you toward her. Okay, lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
Okay, apparently she can still see enough to notice it. I'm a police officer.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said, we are cops, we don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble. Ideally, yes, we are cops, we're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang, point your finger pistols at her. Please don't point the finger pistols at the poor old lady.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Okay, I understand. I mean, that's been quite some time since police have been to this part of town, apparently. Wait, I've been here before? I mean, yeah, I've been here and crashed my car, so I may have been to this part of town as well. What kind of ill omen are we talking about? I am an ill omen, alright. Proceed. If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that? Well, she just has. So, I have been here before.
No, not you personally.
Okay.
I meant the Elysium. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there.
She points to the building behind her.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
But this was a long time ago, right?
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
They probably locked him up, huh? So, what kind of ill omen are we talking about here?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
Okay. That is very ominous. So, why hasn't anyone told me that before?
Maybe they are afraid.
And why would they?
Because you're an ill omen.
The-
But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. If you're an ill omen, people won't tell you that you're an ill omen because you're an ill omen. Okay, I can't argue with that logic, to be honest.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others.
Yeah, don't worry about the motor carriage. I already found a parking spot for it.
Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Okay, first of all, I can ask her about Ruby. Where could someone stay around here? What is in this fishing village? What's further down the coast? Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here? Yeah, let's ask about Ruby first.
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Well, have you heard anyone lately, maybe?
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Yeah, I may have forgotten that for a moment. Oh, because you're blind, right? Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about? Yeah, do you even know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
So if this Ruby person was around, you would have noticed. Someone would have told you, or you would have heard it or something. And you haven't heard anything about this.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
Well, apparently Rhetoric seems to think that she is not telling me everything.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
So you don't want to tell us because you don't want to snitch on someone else. Okay, I understand. You know something, we're here to help. This is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out. I mean, that's maybe a good comparison. This isn't about the Union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation. Yeah, I mean, the Union kinda gave me the okay to go and look for rubies, so that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, it's kinda like the guy in the woodshed.
No, it's not like that, man. With him we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass.
Not really. Someone called us. Maybe not you, but someone from the other part of town. I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us. Okay, but we'll be back later if we find anything suspicious. Yeah, I guess she's not going to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
Maybe?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
Well, that we will do one way or the other.
Ruby was here. You know it.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't really help me much if I don't know where she went, so, not useful.
You need to look into these shacks. especially hers.
Okay, so I need to get inside some of these shacks. Noted.
Ask her about lodgings.
Where could someone stay around here? What's in the fishing village? Yeah, is there any place to stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave.
Fair enough.
That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
A free room? Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it? I don't know if I can afford another place to stay. I mean, she just said it is free. Is it really free?
I won't charge you for it.
Huh.
Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Okay, in that case, I may actually want to take you up on that offer because, I mean, I have enough money for the room in the Walling and Rakes, but I could use that money for other stuff. Wait, hold on, you're just giving it to me. I'm not sure it's appropriate for the RCM to accept free accommodations. I don't give a damn if it's appropriate or not. It's going to save me 20 real. If she's offering it to me, I will take it. There's this guy, guard, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold. Right. So, do I understand this correctly? You're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Okay, so she's actually giving it to me. Yeah, I don't know if it's appropriate or not. I'm going to take that offer because that guy guard makes me give him money every night so I can stay in his rooms.
That's exactly how we get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
Okay, I understand. I understand the sentiment. Wait, why isn't anyone using the room? One more time, I can just have the room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what she said. You got yourself a tenant. Get keys to your new home. No, I don't want a free room. It's not proper. Stay at Walling and Rakes. So I can actually move into this new lodging and I don't have to pay guard anymore. That's perfect. Okay, so why isn't anyone else using the room?
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
Okay, well, in that case, I will take the offer. Thank you a lot.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the place.
A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you. I will try not to make you regret it, and I will try not to destroy the room like I did in the Walling and Rakes. But I am mostly sober at the moment, so there's a good chance that I will not destroy your room.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Right. I guess you're going to stay in the Walling and Rakes, but you probably don't have the same kind of money problem that I have. So I have a few more questions, though. So what is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
But I mean, still, there's shacks here and people, so there's gotta be something, right?
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Pornographically poor? This place is pornographically poor. There's gotta be something here, tell me. Who else lives in this village? Is there a way to make a little money around here? Alright, there's another topic I'd like to address. Yeah, but who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they are away right now.
Okay, so not a lot of people overall.
And then there's the Drunk. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
So, what drunks are we talking about here?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Okay, I guess I will find them at some point. But yeah, there's got to be something else around here, right?
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Okay.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
So what's the pox exactly?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain.
I mean, that's a great name for a hospital. I guess they were treating like the pox in there, hopefully?
After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens.
All right.
Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
So what exactly happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Okay, so probably nothing too interesting in that place. Yeah, it looks like this place is very, very poor, huh?
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
The woman smiles cryptically. I mean, that's an interesting way to put it.
It's a cold, cynical smile.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Ambiance.
Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
I'm lost too. I'd rather go back to talking about the village. Well, I suppose I am kinda lost.
Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days.
I guess so. I think I'm in the process of finding myself again. Maybe I should stay lost. Just move here and disappear completely. I'd rather go back to talking about the village. Yeah, I am in the process of finding myself again. I mean, I found out my name, my rank, and that I'm apparently actually quite a good cop with quite a reputation that precedes me, and people might actually be somewhat afraid of my reputation. So I am in the process of finding myself.
Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
Probably not. Unless you can tell me more about Ruby. Is there a way to make a little money around here? I don't know. Is there?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have found some money just lying around, so that's probably the only way to actually get any money.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Yeah, I did find some of it already. Okay, do we have any other topic to discuss?
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
So, what's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
And why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
Are you saying that poor people do not go to church? I find that hard to believe.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
So basically everything around here is abandoned. The hospital, the church. So what else is down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
So more abandoned stuff. Which is it then, apartments or electrical plant? Anything else of note? Well, maybe both of it.
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that used to be something around here, apparently. So, anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
So, another thing that used to be something and now is abandoned or closed. Who'd want to come to a fish market here? That's it? There's got to be more along the coast. Alright, got it. Yeah, isn't this like a fishing village?
No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
Okay, so you're not actually selling your fish here. It's just getting transported to some other place. So anything else along the coast?
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End.
Great, even more abandoned buildings.
Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
Okay, so yet another building that used to be something.
And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. Okay, I know everything about the coast, but tell me more about yourself, maybe.
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Okay.
Now it's your turn, Mr...
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harriet Dubois. I lost my name. Yes, I can actually introduce myself with a proper name now. Let's do it.
Quite a handle you got there.
Indeed.
So many titles. One of them, double.
Yeah, it's quite impressive, is it not? I was asked to get your signature. Oh, right, she's one of the people that's supposed to sign the contract that Evra gave me. But I mean, I have the option to just forge the signatures and then they will be invalid, but Evra won't notice until it's too late. So maybe I will try that first before I start to collect the actual signatures here. So yeah, I guess that's all for now. I may come back later if I still need your signature, but we will postpone that. Alright, well, I suppose I should maybe check out my new lodging. I guess it's this one. But let me have a look at this stuff as well before I go inside. The street signs is illegible below the graffito. Hard to see the details. The colors, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. This door is closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. Okay, so this is not the building that she gave to me. A flower through where nothing really grows. Maybe in spring. Okay, let's check out the shack over here, I guess. This must be it, right?
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Okay, but I can't unlock the door now.
It's getting late. I'll let you sweep this place on your own. I'm sure you can handle the washerwoman. I'll be sleeping in my room in the whirling. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Alright, so he's going to leave and I will stay here in my new shack. Okay, see you in the morning.
Good night. And try not to break the case without me.
I will do my best. I mean, I will go back to the whirling in the morning, I suppose, and we will continue this together. Alright, this room actually looks nicer than the one in the whirling in Rex, because that one is so destroyed already, so I would argue this is an upgrade here. But yeah, let's have a look around a bit. You see the waves, the sea, a church. Okay, that's a church the woman told us about. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching, an almanac from 39. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out a pleasant warmth. The floorboards creak under your step. Using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice. Oh, I guess the heating thing is using that.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Okay, let's listen to it.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
Yeah, it's much nicer being inside here.
What is this place to you?
What is his voice? Is his Shivers talking in like a different voice sometimes? My new hangout, where I could silently sit, drink and die while looking at the waves roll in. My forward base for the coastal part of the operation. It's free, that's good enough. I could live here. A possible resting spot for my fugitive is what it is. Looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went. I mean, I guess I had one at some point, but I never really figured that out. So, yeah, I guess this is my new home. Especially if it's free. And, yeah, that's good enough for me. I could totally live here.
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. A down-on-his-luck nobody, trying to survive.
This feels like a cozy hideout. Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation. No, wait, I changed my mind. I want to choose again. Okay, so I can pick a different answer to the previous question. Huh. I'm kind of curious to see what happens if I do that.
There is no going back.
Okay, apparently I can't.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Okay, sure, I can do that. I heard them squeaking earlier, and I can see that there's something I can interact with.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others.
Alright, well, let's have a look what's below it, I suppose.
The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Okay, let's move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in there? Search through the sand and sawdust. Oh, I don't want to stick my hand in there. Oh, I totally will. So what is in there?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Alright, let's search through the sand.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object.
Ooh.
You pull it out. A bullet.
A bullet? I mean, this is like the second time I've found a random bullet.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber.
This bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder weapon. No, the murder weapon was like 4.4 something, right?
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with.
What? Confront her about what? The bullet underneath the floorboard?
It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Okay, but I mean, without a weapon, the bullet is kind of useless. And I don't have a weapon except the ancient one that isn't really working. So, what am I supposed to do with these bullets? Yeah, I've got 2 bullets. I mean, presumably at some point this will become useful, you know, once I have an actual gun. But until now, I can just collect the bullets, I suppose. Okay, I got an update here. You found a bullet in the washerwoman's shack. Ask her about it. Okay, maybe I should do that. It's getting kind of late, but it's probably not too late to ask her about it. But first, let's have a quick look around the rest of this place. What do we got here? Ooh, another jacket. But just judging from the stats, it's nothing that I really need to wear. This swanky checkered jacket flatters your form in a way that makes you feel the fun kind of serious. It has really nice roomy pockets too. I mean, maybe I should be wearing all of these clothes at least once, because I believe there's one of these trousers that actually had some stuff in its pants or in its pockets, so maybe I should actually put on everything at least once. What do we got here?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is, without the expression. It's just hairy.
Okay, so this is basically just the same as the mirror back in the Whirling in Rex. What do we got here?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call? Oh, I can shave. Huh. Is that the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic.
Okay, so I can remove the stash.
You'll be looking like
maybe.
a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
Physical instrument is kind of weird sometimes.
A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Okay, I can try to remove my stash. I mean, I did get kind of used to it by now. Then again, he looked better on the picture without the beard, so maybe I should at least give this a try. So, I could probably increase my hand-eye coordination even more for this, but I guess I will try it without it first. I mean, it's a white check, so I can retry it.
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the noseline. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
I'm not sure if I like it more than before. You can see his face a lot better now. But then again, like I said, I did get kind of used to the beard. But I'm sure I will get used to the non-beard as well. Feel your clean-shaven cheeks. Hope this was the right decision. I guess we will see. But yeah, feel your clean-shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
I mean, that's not bad, right? So maybe it was the right call.
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe.
Yeah, I would say so. I think he does look younger without the beard.
You almost look like a professional.
Yes, especially since you're still carrying the notepad.
Your face, such as it is, a regular human face, sans expression.
Yeah, it actually might look significantly less professional if he still had the expression on his face. I think the way it is, it's actually not that terrible. Okay, and I guess I can just go to sleep, but maybe I do want to talk to the washerwoman again about the bullet before I do that. Alright, let's talk again.
The old woman still sits in her chair, continuing with her chores. As she does so, she quietly hums to herself. The buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of the ocean waves at night. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
You are really interested in that song, huh? So apparently you're still up.
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older.
She sloshes the water in the bucket around for a bit.
My suggestion is, don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind?
That's a very good suggestion. I just wish I knew how to do it. Yeah, maybe before we talk about the bullet, let's ask her about the song.
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
Alright, and what's it called?
Surrender to the night.
She replies, slowly rocking back and forth.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Sounds nice, it's weird, I don't like it. I wouldn't know since you can't actually hear the song, but I don't know, it's probably nice.
Yes, it does.
Okay, now let's talk about the bullet.
Damn that girl.
Damn that girl? What girl are we talking about? Not maybe Ruby by any chance?
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
I'm guessing you didn't put it there, but Ruby did. Yep.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
So you rented the room to her before, or gave it to her since it's free apparently?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
It's okay, I'm not accusing you of anything just because you gave a room to this Ruby girl. But yeah, when exactly was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry.
Yeah.
What has she gotten herself into? That
left.
girl.
So basically she left as soon as Harry turned up, which was Sunday evening, I believe? You said she left on Monday. Is the room exactly as she left it? What is she like, Ruby? Why do you think she left the bullet there? Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff? Right, that is still an unsolved mystery. So on Monday you said?
Yes, early with the dogs. Around 8 o'clock, I think.
Okay, so basically she saw Harry appear in Revachol or in Martinez or whatever, and in the morning she left.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Okay, so is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
And was there anything else in there except for, like, the bullet?
No.
Okay, I hope you're telling me the truth here.
The truth, sire.
Well, drama seems to think so. But yeah, tell me more about Ruby.
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
So, did she talk to you much this time?
No, she was mostly silent this time, kept to herself.
What do you mean by that?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Okay, so something was different about Ruby. That's kinda suspicious, I guess. So why do you think she left the bullet in there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shack, thinking. So you haven't seen, like, her carrying a gun of any sort. But then again, she probably wouldn't show this, like, very openly. Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff for these, pale emitters or whatever the Titus or the Hardy Boy was talking about?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieu she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand, water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Well, I guess that's nice.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Yeah, so far this didn't really give me much useful information, but maybe you can tell me where she went.
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
Okay, so she went north, further up the coast. I mean, that's at least something.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
I mean, there might be boats, so I'm not sure if that's really the case.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Well, at least I can give it a try. Further up the coast we go then. You're right, this place is huge. She's a needle in a haystack. Wipe your brow. Man, I was really hoping she'd be hiding in this village. Are you sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant and less wet? I mean, if she says she went further up the coast, then I guess that's where we have to go.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
I mean, it would be nicer, but I kinda have to continue my investigation.
No, you can do it. You still have plenty of juice in you before you drop.
I would like to think so. And I think this is probably the first time that endurance actually chimed in. I guess because I increased it recently.
Behind the cinder block houses, old pre-war ruins rise to the sky like dark palaces. The wind calls.
Alright, so I guess that's all the questions about Ruby. I may get back to you about the signatures, but not now, so I guess that's all.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air's getting colder.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Alright, I will try to think about that. Okay, so we got some information about Ruby. Ruby left the village and went up the coast, explore the coast for signs. So we have some idea where she went. Yeah, I guess that's maybe enough for today. I will go to sleep next, I suppose, because it's very late. Then again, now that I'm alone, I could do some of the stuff that I'm supposed to do without Kim. The question is, do I want to do it today or maybe tomorrow? Because, like I said, it's kind of late. I don't know. I will think about it, and then we will decide tomorrow what to do. But for now, let's call it a day. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.